This is Paige with Front Page Metal News, and I'm talking with Bret Von Dehl from the Relapse Symphony. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
Good. Well, I guess first off, how do you describe the Relapse Symphony's music?
That's always a tough one for us because I think it's really hard for a band to be like, we sound just like this band. You know what I mean? You know, and we've been told that our music is kind of like a mix between like My Chemical Romance, Skid Row, and Green Day, I guess, and I can agree with that. You know, we're all very influenced by this band, so that works.
Awesome. Well, what inspires you as a performer and a musician? When did you first realize that music was a passion for you?
For me personally, it was at an extremely early age. My father was always into rock music when he was a teenager, so as a kid, I always grew up on it. You know, my dad still listens to rock music, and you know, we go to shows together sometimes. You know, so and he's always at our shows and all that stuff. And so when I was about 2 years old, I had an Elvis Presley VHS tape that I watched religiously, like, and you know, until it completely wore out. And you know, I grew up on bands like Motley Crue and Poison and stuff like that. So for me, it was like around that age, it just made sense to do that. You know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I know you guys opened for Blackville Brides a couple of weeks ago. What was that like?
It was fantastic, man. Me and Andy have been friends for quite a few years, and they were around on the East Coast, and you know, he wanted us to play some shows. He likes the band and everything, and you know, we just thought it was cool. I didn't see him in a while, you know, so it was good to see those dudes, and they were all really cool to us and everything, and you know, it went great. The crowds were insane. They have a really insanely awesome fan base. And everything went over well with us, you know. The crowds loved us, and it was too cool.
Cool. Can we expect new music from you guys anytime soon?
We're actually in the middle of writing full length. We've been writing and demoing our asses off. So and we've been really excited about all this new material that we've been working on. The full length is going to be really, really rad. Because I think with the EP, we were sort of still finding what we wanted to do. I'm really proud of what the EP has done and what it sounds like and everything. It's probably my favorite piece of music that's been put out in quite a few years. But I think we finally got a hold on what our sound is, you know, if to put it in those terms. So it's going to be really cool to see, you know, for everybody to see where this band is going, and you know, we're really taking the bull by the horns this time.
It's great. I mean, the EP sounds amazing. Do you think you're going to be expanding on your sound at all with the new album? Is there anything you can kind of give away about that? Maybe some of your influences going into writing?
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, every artist sort of grows with each release, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you grow and you have new influences and you try new things. You know, if you just do the same thing over and over and over again, people will get bored, you get bored, and then you become uncreative. So with everybody, you know, goes through changes and growth and things like that, and you can definitely expect that from us too. I think because this band has so many different influences between each member, you know, and this band is always a very collaborative effort. We're definitely a band. So, you know, there's always new ideas being thrown in here and there, like what, you know, where they work and things like that. So you can definitely expect some different things. Maybe some more of certain things that were sort of sprinkled in with the EP. Like, you know, I get tweets all the time where kids are like, "Did I hear screaming, or am I just imagining things?" And I'm like, "Yeah." You know, so you might hear more of that stuff. Just things like that.
Cool. Do you have plans to tour at any point?
We've had some really cool offers, but as I said, we're starting writing our record and everything like that. And once, you know, the certain times and, you know, the right offer comes around and everything, we're looking to tour and do it. But we've just been so tied up with like videos and the record and all that stuff right now that we haven't really got a chance to get out there, but we hope very soon.
That's great. Well, what mark do you guys hope to leave on the music industry?
We hope to leave a huge mark. I mean, I don't know. We'd like to be remembered for a band that really just being a rock and roll band and a really damn good one. You know what I mean? Sort of the way that a band like Guns N' Roses is remembered, I guess you could say.
That would be awesome. Are there any interesting or funny stories that you can tell about you or one of your bandmates? Maybe a story from being in the studio or on the road or something?
Oh, jeez. I could go on for days, but it's hard to weed out the ones I can actually talk about. Because this band is it's five completely insane rock and roll kids, so we all know what goes along there, you know. I mean, we've all read books like The Dirt and shit like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But, trying to think of something that's really good. I don't know. We've done everything. Like, anything you can imagine us doing, we've probably done.
Well, I guess, what is something that you would like my readers to know about your music?
Well, first of all, it's fantastic, so you should go listen to it. There's that. Not to be narcissistic at all. I don't know. I think our thing is just, you know, we're not trying to be like, because obviously we have a look, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but and everybody pins that like with theatrics. You know, people go, "Oh, you're a theatrical rock band." I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
A band like My Chemical Romance or like you mentioned Black Belt Brides, like they're very theatrical and that's cool and we like what they do. But this band is we're just a rock and roll band. You know, our songs we write about real life. You know, everything, our experiences, all that. You know, like everything that comes with it. I think that we look the way we look because of the bands we're influenced by. You know, I think it was bands like I mentioned, like Guns N' Roses and Skid Row, like that we grew up on as kids. It just made sense in our head. You know, we're not trying to, you know, put on any kind of theater or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, I just want to be known for being just a really good rock and roll band. I mean, that's basically our aim.
That's great. One thing that I've definitely noticed about the band is that you've got a great relationship with your fans. Is there anything that you'd like to, you know, say to them or anything?
Yes, absolutely, man. Our fans, we look at like a big family, you know, like with us as a band, like we don't even like calling them fans. It just feels uncomfortable to us because, you know, they care so much about us and we care so much about them, that it doesn't even feel like a fan relationship. Like the fans write me on Facebook and Twitter and I always make sure that I get back to them, you know, and I just want to say to them that, you know, thanks for all the support, you know, and they should get stoked for our videos and the record we're writing and all that stuff because I'm really, really excited about it and I know that they're going to love it also and I can't wait for them to see what's coming up.
Awesome. Well, I've got a box here with some random questions. Some of them are kind of weird, some are more serious. So if it's cool with you, I'm just going to pick a few out and you can answer those.
Yeah, sounds awesome.
Okay, let's see. Are there any songs on your iPod that you're embarrassed about?
Absolutely not. I have a thing with that. Like, in a lot of interviews, I get this question, that, like, people always want to know what your guilty pleasure is.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like that's such a lame concept. You know, it's just like a lame thing to say, you know, because I don't think you should be ashamed at all to anything that you listen to. I think if you have something that makes you happy, then what is to be embarrassed about? You know what I mean? You should wear it proudly. So I will gladly let you look through my iPod, and I would not blush at all at anything that's on there.
No, I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Next one. If you could collaborate with one band or artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
A good one. I always have trouble with these questions, though, because, like, there's so many people that I would just love to work with, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I'd have to say I'm actually looking around at like my posters on my walls right now to answer this question. I'm like, it would be awesome. Probably, I'd love to write with Slash. I think because he's such a badass like riff writer, you know what I mean? And like, I love everything the dude has done, like all from GNR to like Velvet Revolver, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of his as well. I think that would be sick if you guys ever worked together.
Yeah, like this band, if you can't tell, are huge Guns N' Roses fans. So.
Definitely. No, I definitely picked up on that. The first time I heard
yeah.
you guys. And the last question is, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, I have so many. I'm your typical asshole lead singer. My biggest pet peeve, though, is probably wind. I hate being outside in the wind. It drives me insane. Like, and I don't know, it sounds dumb, but like, it just fucks your hair up and it's annoying, and I don't know, it drives me crazy. I also hate when, just because this one's like equally matched with the other one,
Mm-hmm.
I hate when you're like texting someone, and then they're like online, like they're on their Facebook or their Twitter, they're like tweeting, you know, and you're like, wow, what a dick. They just text you, but you can tweet and not text me back. That's a big pet peeve of mine as well.
I'm with you on both of those, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, so wind and tweeting and not texting me back pisses me off, so nobody do that to me.
I think everybody should make a note of that. All right, well, I think those are all my questions. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me.
Yeah, absolutely.